Hey all, hi BC. Thanks for coming and joining and watching. It's always a pleasure. I got some finds from record store, flea market, and from a friend, a few albums. I'm going to move quick because I already taped this session and it was way too long, so I'm going to move quick. First thing is, I got this from Goodwill for $1, 8 albums, Country Road. It's just Americana, good classic music as far as country music. You know, it has Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, Chet Atkins, Jim Reeves, Minnie Pearl. So that was $1. I got an opportunity to go down to Jersey. There's 2 stores down in Jersey, Vintage Vinyl and Princeton Exchange on Route 1 or off of Route 1. So I went there and picked through a few, and I will go through those real quick. And first one I got was Jason and the Scorchers, and this is from 1986. Love Warner Hodges. I've mentioned him before. This is still standing. Still got a few more Jason and the Scorchers album, but good rock and roll. This guy, been looking for these 2 albums, exact 2. These are 2 albums that he recorded right after his drug episodes and rehabs, and these are just phenomenal. And whenever you talk to somebody who knows about him, they just love his music. John Hyatt, and this one is from 19. You got me. Sorry. I want to say 1987. This is called Bring the Family. This album, he put together a super group. Ry Cooder on guitar, Jim Keltner on drums, and Nick Lowe on bass. And killer album, just phenomenal. The other album from John Hyatt is Slow Turning. Another album from, this is 1988. Great albums for John Hyatt. Check him out. Great lyricist. Style Council, introducing is the album, the first Style Council. This is a mini LP because it has maybe 6 songs, 7 songs on Polydor. Still collecting. Okay, so I went down to Princeton, and this is the type of store that advertises that they have 50,000 CDs and records, etc. And of course, I'm learning my lesson. I know what that means. That I got boxes and boxes of Jim Neighbors and Johnny Mathis, etc., Olivia Newton-Johns, and so I did find a few dollar records out of this group though. Graham Parker, Another Gray Area from 1982, Filling My Voids with Graham Parker. He's just good classic rock in the sense of easy listening. He falls into the category of Elvis Costello, Joe Jackson in that period, starting back then, but this is one I needed. Been wanting this album, Garland Jeffries from New York City. This is from 1977. It's called Ghostwriter. Garland Jeffries is a great lyricist and performer. He has been around for a while, but he's definitely one of the New Yorkers who have made us proud. This is a great album. Mink DeVille, Coup de Grace. Mink DeVille, those of you who don't know, he's got his pencil mustache. He was the house band at CBGB's in the 70s, and he was not a punk, so to say the least. Played R&B, rock and roll, like Bruce Springsteen type rock, but this is produced with Jack Nietzsche and Mink DeVille, and it's good old rock and roll. I'm a sucker for Brian Setzer. I love the Gretsch, I love the twang. This is his first solo album from '86. This is good, has the lyric sheet. Not anything like Stray Cats or Rockabilly, but there are some hints of it in here. But like the Setzer. I'm a fan of Tom Robertson. Those of you who know him know his early work was just phenomenal, considered in the punk genre. This is a promotional album, North by Northwest. It does have some synthesized type drums from 1982. Great lyricist. He's one of the first guys who came out as being gay, especially in the punk genre area, but was very liked and respected by everyone. Jim Carroll Band, another New Yorker. Those of you who don't know, he did Autobiography of Basketball Diaries, considered in the punk genre. Again, these albums were a buck, so this is a really cool album, and it's not his best, but this also has Lenny Kaye on it. Dixieland Blues, fun, happy blues, because it's got all the horns going. Okay, so those were a buck, and these were a regular price, a little higher price. I needed David Bowie Stage. This has the Heroes and Low album work on it, as far as the songs. This was produced by David Visconti. The only bad thing was they just took this chronologically. It does have, you know, like Hang On to Yourself, Ziggy, 5 Years, Soul Love, Star. Everything is sort of chronological, not in the order where it was recorded, which I think it was recorded in 3 towns in New England: Boston, Providence, somewhere else. But it does have live Heroes and Low work on here, which is my favorite period with Bowie. I needed this Red Rose Speedway. I know people have talked about this. This has great pictures inside, you know, in the gatefold, and glad to add that to the collection. Son of Schmielsen. This was $5. Many of you know him. I realized after reading in here, Peter Frampton is in here, Bobby Keys, Nicky Hopkins, Chris Spedding plays on this, so this is a great album that many of you know about. This one is not highly rated, but Style Council, 1987, The Cost of Loving. I've got poor reviews, but I just need it for my collection. $3. This album and this band I really like in the punk genre, but this isn't sort of a punk album. This is from the band called X. Nothing like their early work. This is called Ain't Love Grand, and this is the couple in here was just getting divorced, Exene and I believe John Doe. So Ain't Love Grand, tongue-in-cheek here. Great songs on here though, very good album. That's it. Moving to my Sunday excursion to my flea market. While I have it, I feel very fortunate that I'm able to get these albums at these cheap prices. I know my spell will run out soon. My day is coming, but I'm taking what I can. Had to get this for the collection. Okay, I needed this one for the collection. George Harrison, 33 1/3. I didn't see this around, and I did need this for the collection, and cool album. Peter Gabriel's, 2 of them. I needed these. Still missing probably the best one, which I think is the 3rd one, 2nd or 3rd, but from 78, and I think from 1980, Shock the Monkey. Picking up on Peter Gabriel. Bare Trees, Fleetwood Mac. I needed this for the collection also. So all these albums were like $1, $2, $3. This one was a little scratched. This one has Welsh on it, and I still have a few gaps. In Excess's first album, Love in Excess. I saw them in the mid '80s at the Beacon Theater in Manhattan, and it was one of the best shows I ever saw. This is a dry album. Still has Michael Hutchence' voice, which just is killer for me. Not a great album. Needed it for the collection. Nazareth, Sound Elixir. What could I say? I just needed it, and I think I might be stopping at that one. Dusty Springfield, A Brand New Me. Still in shrink wrap. This is from Atlantic. And a Marshall Tucker double album. This is a live and also studio album. This one does have Elvin Bishop on it, and also Charlie Daniels. I just love the twang of country music. I love that you know, Fender twang. This was $3. Needed it for my collection. Neil Young. I mean, when an album opens up with Cinnamon Girl, it's what can you say? My God. Okay, these 4 came from a friend of mine nearby who is a vendor and collector, turning me on to many things. I'm trying to get into the VC. Ron, please join. Show your stuff, your great knowledge. But he gave me 4 albums. First one is Psychedelic Furs. This is their first one. And this is just killer album. They actually put their lyrics just a run on Unwrapped. If you don't know about the Psychedelic Furs and you want to try to hear a garage post-punk music, it's great. I enjoy them. I don't care one bit about if I could dance to the music or not in the 80s and 70s. I just want something that's cool, and the guitar work is phenomenal. A lot of layers, a lot of special effects, a lot of phase and flange, and you know, some delays. This is from 1980. They had a couple albums after, Talk Talk Talk. They had Forever Now, and then Mirror Moves, and those last 2 are probably the more popular ones. Well, I shouldn't say that. Pretty in Pink is from Talk Talk Talk, which was, you know, of course, a hit because of the movie. But if you want to become a fan, check out Mirror Moves. This music is heavy in the sense that it may just turn you off, but Richard Butler is just a phenom, brilliant person, lyricist. So many metaphors. I could go on and on about these guys. I lost count on how many times I saw them. Brilliant, brilliant guys. One of my favorites, next to the Echo and the Bunnymen from that period. Bonnie Raitt, this album is pretty good. I just need it for the collection. Man for Man, Earth Band, Angel Station. Thank you, Ron. Good stuff. And then John Mayall, Moving On. This is live from Whiskey Go-Go in '72. Does have Ernie Watts on it, who was the horn sax player in the Stones in '81. A lot of horns on that album. Okay, the last thing I just want to mention is I have a link down below for a movie we all know about. If you don't know about this movie and you're a vinyl collector, you just got to check it out. But this was the deleted scene, and it is just kick-ass scene. I just want to turn you on in case you haven't seen it. Hope to talk to you soon. Next week, we'll see where we're at. I got a show to go to Sunday, and maybe the flea market. But I want to see your work also, what you have to share. I really enjoy it. Thanks again, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.